guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Bo, 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 bo. Hi, I'm Ben and I'm here with a video. It's like a come bake with me video. Here I am making a bunch of chocolate cakes. My chocolate cakes are very moist, so I can't freeze them, so I have to make them fresh all the time. So here I am cleaning. You're gonna make sure it's clean. All right, take out the scale, because if you're a baker, and use the scale to be precise. So here I'm tearing out the parchment paper to line my baking tins. I don't have the cutter yet, but soon. Just watch this vlog, like, comment, and subscribe so we can get monetized, so we can get money to buy supplies. So here I am using my kitchen scissor, to cut out the shapes of the pen. Okay, let's do this. I enjoy baking so much, especially if I'm alone and I'm doing it and there's music playing in the background. Obviously, I can't play the music rare because now we don't want copyright issues. So let's start with the first ingredient. What's this? This is flour. 3, 4 and a half and a quarter and another quarter. Okay, that's the flour done. What is this? This is the sugar. So for this chocolate cake, I'm using brown and white sugar, just to give it more molasses and stuff. Here I am looking at the brown, looking for the white sugar. Oh, there it is. Okay. Also, why am I using this small scoop? There we are. Then I'm using this big scoop, scooping out the white sugar. There we go. Okay, so now here's the salt for the taste. Let's do this. Okay, now I'm confused. What am I looking for? Okay, so this is the cocoa powder. Some more cocoa powder for the richness of the chocolate. And then this is bicarbonate of soda, a few teaspoons of that. And some baking powder. Okay, I multiplied this recipe for this video, so don't mind me if I'm looking at the paper so they can get the correct additions and multiplications, because I think I multiplied it 3 times so I can get this whole batch. And then I'm using some milk, a lot of milk, probably half the carton. And then, because the milk is from the fridge, so I'll microwave it for a bit, just for it to come to room temperature. And then we're going to measure out the oil. I'm using canola oil for this recipe. You can use any other oil, sunflower oil, grapeseed oil, olive oil, but just be mindful of the taste of the cake. Yours a winner, man. Yours a winner, man. Okay, let's boil some water that we're gonna use at the end. Okay. Yeah, boo. What's that? Ay, boo. Here's some vanilla essence and a measuring spoon. Ay, 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 ay. Oh, lo, lo, lo. Ay, ay, ay. What's it today? What's it today? Okay. Okay, here's a big bowl. I'm gonna mix in all the dry ingredients. I know what all the bakers will say, sugar is not a dry ingredient, but for this recipe that I found, we also add sugar into the dry ingredients. So there it goes, all the dry ingredients, and then whisk all of them together to combine. Let's go. Okay, now let's grease the pans. Grease them very nicely so that nothing sticks to it. Grease, grease, grease. I'm hoping and I'm praying for a bigger oven so I can put all the cakes in at once, not just two at a time. And then I'm putting on the parchment paper, baking paper. And we are done. Okay, what's next? I forgot to switch on the stove. Okay, let's switch on the stove. Always keep your hands clean. Yeah, boo, man. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, now take out the milk from the micro oven. Now we mix in the wet ingredients. So the milk goes first, the oil next, and then we need to put in the eggs. Oh man. Okay, we put in the eggs. I don't know how to crack eggs, guys. Eggs are such a problem for me. Anyone knows a better way of cracking eggs? Yeah. So you're gonna use about, is it 4 or 8 eggs? I think it's 4. Is it 4? You see, when I tell you I have problems with cracking eggs. So it's 4 eggs. Whiskey, 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 whiskey. And then put it there. Okay, now the vanilla essence. A couple of teaspoons into there. Oh, that's a lot. I think it's 1 for extra luck. Extra flavor brings the most flavor. And then we're gonna whiskey, whiskey, whiskey. Whiskey, whiskey, whiskey. And voila, we are done whisking. Where we going? Where we going, Ben? So now we need to pour in the hot water, boiling water. So there we are. I think it's half a liter of hot water, and then it goes in. Oh, steamy facial. Is that what it is? And there it is. This butter is very watery. That's the consistency we want. It's like a watery butter. So I think we've reached it. It's now time to measure out the butter into the pans. So I'll take out my measuring scale, and then yes, some more whiskey. There we go. Check if the oven is hot enough, and let's take a break. Okay, jokes. There's no break here. We can't take a break now. Okay, let's pour in the butter. You'll see in the consistency that it's very watery. It's like a soup of some sort. So we measure out. There we go. So I'm baking 2 at a time because my oven is very small. But the donation is the oven. Kombela. And then the best part about using a scale is that you can measure out the same amount of butter for each cake. Because this is a loose butter, you can actually scoop it nicely. So measuring it gives you the right amount of butter for each pan, so the cakes are leveled enough, you know. And then there we go with the second one, and there's a little bit more, Okay, a bit more, I guess. I don't know why, but hey, we did it. There we go. Now we're going to put it in the oven. Second one in the oven. And then we're going to bake it for 30 to 35 minutes. That is it.
Wait for 30 minutes.
Alright, let's check on the cakes. It's been 32 minutes, I think. Let's check. I think they're done. There we go. Don't mind my oven, guys. It's been through the most, okay? It's been through the most. There we go. 2 perfect cakes. So the butter has been in the mixer for some time now. It's been beating and beating. You see now it's light and fluffy. Just waiting for the icing sugar and the cocoa powder to be added. So we're making chocolate icing buttercream. That is it. So now the butter has been mixing. You see now it's nice and fluffy. And then we're adding the cocoa powder into the mix. Okay, I'm having my camera on the one hand and the spoon on the other hand. That's why I'm so slow. But usually I do this it's a very fast process, but we're adding a bit of both. So the cocoa powder and the icing sugar. It's mixing and mixing and mixing away. Okay guys, before you scream at me and shout at me, my battery died while I was still mixing and icing this cake, so I had to charge it first while I continue because I was pressed for time. Also, I was very exhausted at this stage because 35 minutes to bake, that's an hour and a minute, and I still had to mix and everything. But yeah, here I am all showered and with my gown on like the Baba Womsy. But anyways, so here I'm finishing up the icing of the one cake. There we go. And this turntable I got from my friend. Oh, my friend helped me buy it. Silda, shout out to you. This has changed my life. This is a I wanted it to be a semi-naked cake, but I was like, let me put like enough icing because I'm not piping anything at the top or the sides or anything. So it's just this icing because it's a simple chocolate cake. So let's smooth it out and watch the process. Voila! So I have the sprinkles in my hand. So this is a simple chocolate cake, nothing major, nothing decorative. It's just going to be cut into slices and sold per slice. At the time of making this video, the slices were 30 rands each. Yeah, just check the comments if you would like to get this cake. I can sell it to you or make it for you. Yeah, so now we put in the sprinkles before I can cut it. I need to chill a bit so I can cut it nicely. And here is the final results of the one cake. Tell me what you think. I know my icing skills are not perfect, but I'm trying. There we are. Thank you for watching. Love you loads.